guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Glam By Sam. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about makeup that is on the chopping block. And basically, if you don't know what that means, that is just basically makeup that I'm not sure about whether I want to keep. I'm like giving it another try, but I'm not really like liking it, or I'm not really into it. And I think I saw Kelly Gooch do this video, so I will link her video down below. But since I just did a declutter in my last video, I thought it'd be fun to share the products that I haven't decluttered yet, but I'm just not sure about. And then maybe in a while from now, I can give you guys an update as to whether I have actually decluttered them or I still have them in my collection and I am actually liking them. So if you want to see which products I'm not sure about, so which makeup products are on the chopping block, then please keep watching. So I'm just going to go in sort of like a random order, but the first product I want to show you is probably going to be a bit shocking to some of you guys, but I'm actually not sure whether I want to keep this palette. And this is the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette, which was in collaboration with Angelica. And the reason why I'm not sure if I want to keep it is not because I think it's a bad palette. I've seen amazing reviews on this palette and it definitely looks pretty, but it just doesn't look like my type of color story. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it's a really like grungy kind of color story. We have some pops of colors, but whenever I see this palette, I'm just not sure which look to do. And as you can probably see, I don't know if you're able to see it, but I have never used this palette. I've never even swatched this palette, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to, because I'm thinking, because it's limited edition, there's a lot of people who'd actually want to buy it off me, and if I'll swatch it, then of course that won't be as nice for the person buying it. I'd much rather have someone like buy a brand new palette. But then I'm also not sure whether I should keep it, because it is a really unique palette, and I don't have anything else from Kaleidos, and I just think it is a gorgeous palette. I'm just not sure what to do with it, and it's honestly making me a little sad because I do really want to use this palette. I just never end up reaching for it, and I don't know, I kind of want to keep it because it's of course limited edition, and I'm glad to have it in my collection because I know there's quite some people who are wanting to get it now but they're not able to, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't get rid of this, but then again I haven't used it and I really don't know what to do with this palette. It is a really like special palette. It looks really unique and creative, so I do like to have this in my collection. I don't want to keep this and not use it because it wasn't like an affordable palette, and I know there's people who actually want it and want to use it, so I'm really not sure what to do with this palette. So let me know if you have this palette and what you think I should do with it, if it also is like out of your comfort zone, or you have some like ideas for me, or if you think I should sell it. So let me know what you think I should do with the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette, because I'm really not sure. Then the next product, I'm not sure if I want to keep it, is my Kylie Cosmetics highlighter or pressed illuminating powder in the shade Princess Please. And I actually liked this highlighter for a while. I use it quite a bit, but this is what it looks like. And of course, as we all know, like Kylie Cosmetics isn't available anymore in this type of formula, in this like packaging. So for me, it kind of feels like I have an old product, which it is an old product. I think she did re-release this shade in her rebrand, but it definitely looks different. Maybe the color is different, the formula is different. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't tried the new one. I'm not really as much into this anymore. I just don't reach for it anymore, and I think partly that is because I'm not able to use it on my channel anymore. And I do eventually use products that aren't available anymore. For instance, my Charlotte Tilbury Fire Rose, I do use that one, but that is one I genuinely really love. And this one, I don't know, it's kind of like an average highlighter. It's nothing to write home about. It's definitely not a bad highlighter, and I have enjoyed it for quite a while, but right now I'm just not getting my use out of this like I should. And that is why I'm not sure what to do with this. I've used this quite a bit, as you can see, but I don't know, it is a really pretty highlighter, and now that I am looking at it, I'm like, that color is absolutely gorgeous. I can see if I can swatch it for you. That is what it's looking like. It is just not the prettiest highlighter I have in my collection, and definitely not the prettiest highlighter out there. So that is why I'm not sure what to do with this one. So I really need to try this one out again and see if I actually like it and if I want to keep it. And if I'm actually figuring out that I don't want to use it anymore or I don't like it anymore, then I'm definitely going to declutter it, because there's no point in me keeping this in my collection because it's also no longer available. So that is the Kylie Cosmetics highlighter here in the shade Princess Please. Then I actually have a Charlotte Tilbury quad and I'm not sure what to do with it. I kind of want to declutter it, I kind of want to keep it, but that is the Charlotte Tilbury palette in Walk of No Shame. And I know some of you guys are probably going to be surprised because I always talk about how good the Charlotte Tilbury quads are, and I definitely don't think this is a bad quad, but the reason I'm not sure what I want to do with this is mainly because of the color story. This is what it looks like, and now that I am looking at it, I'm like thinking this is a beautiful color story. I really like these colors, they're really pretty, but whenever I create a look with this palette on my eyes, I feel like it just doesn't look right, if that makes sense. I feel like these tones aren't the best for my eyes. It's kind of like a very warm sort of like reddish eye look, and I'm not sure if I'm into that. So I have worn this palette I think 2 times, and every 2 times I was kind of disappointed by how it turned out, and I really wasn't that big of a fan of the look. And I'm thinking for the amount of money that this one costs, I should really love it. Now I actually did get this as a gift with purchase, so I didn't buy this with my own money. I don't think I would have picked this color story myself if I would have bought it, but it was a gift and I did want to try it, so I'm glad that I got to try it in my collection. And I still kind of want to keep it because I don't have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury quads. I really like them, but I definitely don't have a lot. I think I have 3 including this one. So if I would declutter this, I'd only have like 2 left, and that'd be a bit sad because I absolutely love the formula. I really need to try it out some more, so I think I will try it this week and maybe then the week after, and then decide if I really don't like how this looks or if I actually do like it and want to keep it a bit longer. So I will keep you guys updated as to what I will do with the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame quad because it is gorgeous, I'm just not using it enough. Then in my last haul video I mentioned that I placed an order from the KKW Beauty rebrand sale, and one of the items I had purchased was the Crystallized eyeshadow palette, and I have used this palette last week and this is what it looks like if you haven't seen it. So I used this shade and then this one, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I have ever made an eye look this terrible as I did when I applied these shades. I literally had to remove it. I don't think I've ever had to remove an eye look because it was so ugly, but this was just such a patchy mess. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe it's the formula, I don't know, something just made this look like a mess, and I'm thinking it's the eyeshadows of course, because I use the same brushes as I normally do with my other palettes, and my other KKW Beauty Classic palette works fine with those brushes, but this didn't want to look good. So I just had this like gray patchy mess on my eye. So I'm not sure what to do with this. I kind of want to declutter it right away because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate this palette right now because it made my eye look so terrible, and I'm scared to use it again because of course I'm scared the eye look is going to turn out bad again. But what I think I will do is just try this out when I don't have anywhere to go. It doesn't matter if I like mess up my eye look, and then I will see if it still messes up. I'm going to declutter this palette because I don't have space in my collection for patchy eyeshadows. So whenever I have like a patchy eyeshadow palette that is hard to work with, I usually declutter it right away because I really don't like them. So I'm not sure what to do with this, but I will keep you guys updated because I'm actually scared to try it out again, but I really should try it because I really shouldn't declutter this after only using it one time. I should really give it a second chance, and then we'll see how this one works for me. Then the next makeup product on the chopping block is my Colourpop Dreamery Supershock Shadow Vault. And I'm going to show you. I only have 4 of the shades left actually. I have to declutter the other shades because first of all, there were some shades in here that I didn't like or that I know I wasn't going to wear. And then I've kept the ones where I really thought I was going to use them. So we actually have like a bronzy shade, a sort of pinky shade, a like sort of like champagne-y shade, and then here we have a gold shade. And the reason why I want to declutter these shadows is simply because I just don't use them. I heard everyone talk about how good the Colourpop Supershock shadows are and how I really should try them. And then I was like, I'll try them. So I bought this vault during Black Friday. I think it was around $30 for the 9 shades. So I didn't think that was too bad of a deal. I also think this packaging is absolutely adorable. Not gonna lie, I also want it for the packaging. But then I think I have used all of these shades one time, and that just makes me sad because this is too expensive to not use. And the reason why I'm not reaching for these shadows is simply because for some reason I always forget to, or I don't want to. Usually I can create a pretty look with an eyeshadow palette and I don't need a separate single shock shadow for that. Also, for instance, this one, it's called Frog. It's really pretty. It's the sort of like pinky one. but these are so glittery. I feel like whenever I apply these are also like the ultra glitter ones, but I feel like whenever I apply these, there's like glitter all over my face. So I don't think I'm that big of a fan of the ultra glitter one. This one, Lighting Bug, also ultra glitter. This one is Catitude. This is ultra metallic, so this is definitely less glittery. And then the one here is called Solitaire, I think, and this is also ultra glitter. So 3 of these are ultra glitter, and that is really pretty, but I feel like there's just a lot of excess like glitter on my face. But the main reason I'm not sure what to do with these shadows is because I just don't use them, and I know Supershock shadows can dry out pretty fast. I've had these in my collection since January now, so I don't think they will be good for that long anymore. So I feel like I really should try them out and really decide whether I want to keep this or if I want to declutter them and give them to someone else, because it would be sad if these would like dry out or expire in my collection and I wouldn't be using them. So it's just too pretty to get rid of. I don't know. I just feel like I just need to have a Colourpop Supershock shadow in my collection, but I don't know what to do with this. So let me know if you have these Supershock shadows, what you think about what I should do with this vault. Any last products in my makeup that's on the chopping block video that I think you guys can all see coming right now, and some of you might be surprised why I haven't decluttered this yet, and that is actually my Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush in the shade Nearly Neutral. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a really gorgeous color. Looking at this, you would think I really like this, and I know some people probably like this, but the reason why I don't like this, I've mentioned this on my channel before, but it just fades so badly. I feel like it needs quite some building up to actually show up, which I think is kind of strange because I have a fair skin tone. But once you have like a nice amount of blush on your face, it looks pretty, but then like half an hour later, I feel like the blush has faded so much that it's like barely noticeable anymore. And I definitely know I'm not the only one with this issue, because I think that's like a complaint about this blush that a lot of people had. But I don't know, I just don't like it when I apply a blush and half an hour later it's already gone, because if I am applying a blush, I want it to last throughout the day. But when you see me an hour later, you wouldn't even notice I am wearing blush. And that's kind of like the point of wearing blush, is to actually see you're wearing blush. So that is why I'm not the biggest fan of this one by Rare Beauty. Maybe it's the shade, maybe it's the formula, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to declutter this. I am going to keep this for a little while because I do want to give it another try. I don't think I've tried this in like a month or 2, and then I'll let you guys know if I ended up decluttering this. Okay guys, and this was it for my video about makeup that's currently on the chopping block, as Kelly called it. So basically the makeup I'm not sure about whether I want to keep or declutter. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys find it interesting to see the products that I'm currently deciding on whether I want to keep them. Definitely let me know what you think I should do with these products, if you think I should declutter them or keep them. I would love to know your opinion on these products as well. And if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!